Acura, the precision crafted performance line of Honda, it does share a lot with Honda. And there are a few features because it's a premium brand that set it apart from Honda. We think super handling all-wheel drive, even though the IVT M4 system is, as far as I'm aware, identical on some of the Honda vehicles like I just tested in the pilot. Go and check out the review. But the Type S branding has been very successful for Acura in the past, but now more than ever here with their almost full lineup of Type S vehicles. We have the ZDX Type S coming, and we also have one day, fingers crossed, an RDX Type S with a new generation. But in the last few years, the sound systems in Acuras have made it a smart choice to definitely get over the Bose systems that you hear in the Hondas. Not that the Bose are bad, but the ELS signature audio in the Acura vehicles is fantastic. And we're going to talk a little bit about the history, but I want to go over to Acura's newsroom because they are going from ELS signature audio to Bang & Olufsen. But today I'm going to tell you why I'm excited for Bang & Olufsen getting into Acuras, but I'll always have a soft spot for ELS. So ELS, as far as I'm aware, is owned by Panasonic, and Elliot Shiner, who's won multiple Grammy Awards. And I got to just pause right here with Elliot because I met the guy. I actually had dinner with him at my first ever press event, and that was for the TLX Type S. And I sat down next to the gentleman, had no idea who he was, and it was Elliot. And we talked about life, we talked about family. Just a really cool dude, and he has achieved far more in his professional life than I can probably ever dream of. But anyways, he's super cool, and he has been working with Acura and Panasonic since 2004 when it was introduced on the TL. Now, in 2018, Acura debuted the ELS Studio 3D in the 2019 RDX, which had 16 speakers. You had roof speakers for the first time on an Acura that I'm aware of, and it got Audio Car System of the Year award. Don't think that Acura is dropping ELS immediately. They will roll it out, or should I say they will slowly discontinue in their current models for a while, but don't think that it's just going to immediately be replaced in the next model year on your favorite model. That's not going to be the case. Now, what's also crazy is that the MDX Type S came out with the best Acura system I've ever heard. It's a mouthful. Okay, ELS Studio 3D Signature Edition with 25 speakers, 1,000 watts. You have the LED customization inside the speakers, which is really cool. Now, the Integra, if you get the ELS in there, which is the A-Spec tech package, I think, it is fantastic, and for the price, it's really hard to find something that comes close with that sort of audio quality for around $40,000 or less, since the Integra A-Spec Tech is what, 36, something like that. And before we get into the Bang & Olufsen sound and my limited experience with them, what has my experience been with ELS? Well, audio quality is fantastic, and when you're talking about the MDX Type S, you feel like you're bathing in the sound. It's not so much front heavy. You feel like it's really balanced on the inside. The one thing about ELS, even though the audio quality is fantastic, the immersion's fantastic, it never got super loud. And maybe it's because I've been to a ton of concerts and I just have a really high tolerance for loud music. When I push the ELS to its max, I always wanted just a little bit more volume regardless of the system it was in. And maybe ELS didn't want it to be super loud because then you get distortions and it's no longer that studio sound that they're famous for. And I get it, but sometimes I want to push to that next level and I want my ears to be hurting a little bit while I lose myself in not like an Eminem reference, but as I lose myself in the music and enjoy it. I want to be reckless sometimes with the audio, and there are competitors out there that sound a lot louder at full tilt than ELS. Not better necessarily, but louder. And that's one thing I wish ELS offered, is just that ear-piercing sound at the top end. Does that mean Bang & Olufsen will do that? I have no idea. But the crazy thing, before we even get in, I know we're eventually going to get into this announcement from Acura. Who does Bang & Olufsen work with? Well, you go to their cooperation page and look who they're working with. So Bang & Olufsen, real quick, is owned by Samsung, from my understanding. They also own, so Samsung owns Harman Kardon. They own the Lexus competitor to this, the Mark Levinson, which has that insanely loud, ear-piercing volume to it as well. And here we have Bang & Olufsen. Now, I just reviewed a car that, well, should I say, monster truck, the Raptor R that had the Bang & Olufsen system. I actually surprisingly didn't push. I was too focused on hearing the V8 in there that I wasn't listening to the radio at all in that truck. But there's a vehicle I've tested in the past year that comes to mind. I guess maybe I've tested in some Audis. I don't honestly remember. But it's this guy, the Genesis G90, has a Bang & Olufsen, and like the speakers pop out of the dash, and the sound system is quite impressive in here. My friend Charlie from Daily Motor and DM Sound, he reviews audio systems. He said this was A quality, A class here on the Genesis. Now, he does have S tiers, but I'm not going to say which audio systems get S tier. Go ahead and check out his channel at, here we go, DM Sound, if you want to get into some of his reviews of the Bang & Olufsen sound systems, as well as his review of this G90 system, as well as also he just did an Acura ELS signature on the 1.5 turbo tech package. But anyways, so they are working with Aston Martin, Audi, Bentley, Ford, Lamborghini, and Genesis. So Acura is going to be over here, since this is alphabetical order, right? Acura will be at the very front of this list that they're working with. When I reached out to my Acura contact, this is what his official response was. He says, as we evaluated the path forward for Acura, we saw exceptional opportunity in what Bang & Olufsen offers in terms of audio quality, engineering expertise, HMI integration, and world-class industrial design. All right, so let's segue into some of the bullet points here. The all-electric 24 ZDX will be the first Acura model to feature the Bang & Olufsen premium audio. Tuned for a powerful, sophisticated, and immersive listening experience, B&O premium audio will expand across the entire Acura lineup in the coming years. If you didn't know, they're a Danish Scandinavian brand. Of course, we'll see it in the Type S as well of the ZDX, this B&O system, maybe even a higher end, because we've seen in the MDX Type S, they have a higher end ELS audio. Maybe with the ZDX Type S, we'll see a higher end B&O system. So Tom Rivers, VP Global Marketing at Harman Kardon, or you can say Harman International. But anyways, he's saying Acura and Bang & Olufsen are equally driven to deliver unparalleled performance and memorable experience. We're excited to kick off the new long-term partnership. Look, remember Acura is with ELS since 2004, so nearly 20 years. So we could see another 20-year, multi-decade long relationship here. Anyways, this will set a new precedent for in-vehicle audio technology for years to come as we collaborate on future Acura product. The values and DNA of the legendary Bang & Olufsen brand are showcased in the incredible sound system Harman engineers have created for new ZDX. So if you guys want to read more about Bang & Olufsen as well as Harman Kardon and Harman International, go ahead and pause if you want to, or I'll put the link in the description for you guys to check it out. And last but certainly not least, let's get into this image, this teaser image of the ZDX. If you missed my video on the recent spy shots of the ZDX, check that out. We also are going to be getting, I think it's Android Auto, or should I say Google built-in on the new vehicle, as well as Android Auto and Apple CarPlay still being featured in there. So, all right, here's our first look of the ZDX A-pillar. And this is the headliner here. So I'm looking at the materials. I thought first maybe that was carbon fiber. I don't think that's carbon fiber. I think that's just a cloth headliner. Here's your Bang & Olufsen speaker here, your tweeter inside the A-pillar. Look, Honda and Acura really like putting speakers on their A-pillars, so no surprise there that that's where this is fitting. You got this chrome strip of the Bang & Olufsen speaker here, and for the first time we've seen the interior of the ZDX, or at least a little snippet of it. And we're going to have ambient lighting that runs across the dash here, and you're also going to have ambient lighting that runs on the doors. Other than that, it's really hard to say what's going on inside the interior here, but I guess that's our first teaser of the interior, not only of the Bang & Olufsen sound system, but of the new ZDX as well. So I'll always have a special place in my heart, not only for Acura, but for ELS. My first precedent ever not only was a Type S TLX, but I sat and had dinner with Elliot himself, creator of ELS Studio Audio. You know, the possibilities are opening up with Bang & Olufsen. Since there's such a massive company tied in with Harman, you would think that they'd be able to deliver some incredible sound systems as well. But hey, in the meantime, enjoy ELS and Acura vehicles. They are some of the best out there for the money, in my opinion. They sound great. The immersion's great. But what have your experiences been with ELS audio or Bang & Olufsen? Are you excited for the transition? I'll see you guys down below. If you made it this far, hit the like button. I appreciate you. Subscribe for more Acura updates. We should get a reveal for the ZDX by the end of the year. I'll do my best to be there and break it to you guys in the flesh. So thank you guys. Have a great day and peace.